With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight with MotorSports Butt Kickers. Ayers iRacing paints ARCA Menard Series fires things off for round number 5 in the 10 race regular season. Tonight's gonna be the halfway mark. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave in the Cave bringing you all the calls from this 2-mile massive little track here. Driver's going to be out there upwards of 200 miles an hour here tonight, so look for some high speeds on the high banks of Michigan International Speedway. Got lots of drivers flying in from all over, but first and foremost, before we kick off tonight's festivities down here at the track, want to say, Nick, if you're out there listening and watching, the 00 of Nick Hunt not here tonight, not in the field, had to go and see some emergency medical services. We won't say anything about why. It's nothing, crazy, but there again, we do hope that everything's going well with you, and hope that you can check in with us here in the next day or so. Get feeling better, bud, and you're in our thoughts and prayers. Everybody's sending their best wishes to you and everybody around you right now. So keep in mind, as we're watching tonight's race, we are missing our 00 of Nick Hunt here tonight. Hope you get back on track soon, my man, and recover fast. Well, that's going to take about half of our qualifying session. We do apologize about that, but that's first and foremost. We keep our fans, friends, and family close to the heart. So there again, just respect is due. You know what I mean? Pierce Maffitt going to go top of the speed charts right now. Maffitt holds down the provisional pole here in qualifying. 38.94 is the fast time set by the Fast 18 Ford. I believe that is a Ford Fusion actually out there. Yes, it is Ford Fusion's. Pierce Maffitt going to get knocked from that top spot as Jerry Cochran actually puts his 18 Ford Fusion. I apologize. Maffitt running in that Chevy. Just about 200ths off was Maffitt, so Cochran getting the job done here. We still got about 3 drivers left to put in a qualifying time. We're going to have, I believe it is 19 drivers make the starting grid here tonight from Michigan International Speedway. 70 laps in tonight's official race distance. That is 140 miles around this massive, fast, high-bank track here. It's settled in Brooklyn, Michigan, just outside of Detroit. I believe it's, if you look at the, you know what, we'll get one of our Michigan drivers to explain that one to you. I could say look at the mitt, but unless you're from Michigan, you probably won't understand that one. Brandon Key gonna put his 21 machine up inside the top 5 here in qualifying in the final 60 seconds. We've only got, looks like, 1 driver left to put in a time lapse, so 18 drivers gonna make the starting grid here tonight for race number 5 of season number 4 for Swift Motorsports Butt Kicker Ayers iRacing Paints ARCA Series. Final 30 seconds, and with the 43 of Thomas Wagner still sitting on pit road, looks like qualifying will come to a close, and we will get set to step away from the track for just a brief commercial break. Getting ready to head down trackside for your national anthem and all your green flag racing coming up here in just a few moments. So don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so
And back trackside after the flyover, drivers are slowly making their way to the starting grid. Tell you what, while we've got some time on our hands, why don't we go ahead and kick off your official standings coming into tonight's race. 4 races in the bag tonight. Gonna mark the halfway point in this 10-race regular season here for season number 4 with Swift Motorsports. Butt kicker, Ayers, iRacing paints ARCA series, Pierce Maffitt. After walking away with a checkered flag 2 weeks ago, Maffitt has sat on top of that point standings chart for the past 2 weeks. 167 points in the bag. He leads Hunter Collier by 1. Todd McGregor 6 back, 9 back is Jerry Cochran. 10 points back, rounding out your top 5. Jason Branch, John McMillan Sr. right there. Jim Thorndike, Lee Campbell, Larry Poling, and Noah Owens rounds out your top 10. David Cameron right there as well. Jerry Cochran Jr. not too far outside of that top 10 either. We have had a few drivers struggle with points here this season so far. Ryan Douglas, Donald Bennett, the 42 of Kevin Winker. He's just been around for the past 2 weeks, so he's slowly climbing those point standings. Ethan Mokwa also back there missing a handful of races so far this season. He's going to sit in the 18th position when it comes down to the point standings coming into tonight's race number 5. And as we get closer to the drivers finally making their way through pre-race inspection, there you can see a lot of them down there on pit road behind the iRacing official pace car here at Michigan International Speedway. And, you know, if you're out there in the chat, out there listening, and you know what kind of car that is, will you please tell me? I've been wondering what type of car these drivers follow around under the pace laps for quite some time, and I can't figure it out. I don't know what it is. Help me out. You hear some drivers beginning to rev the engines and start them up, get them ready to go, get the oil temperature a little bit closer to where they want it for this initial start of the race. And as we begin to see those drivers make their way to the starting grid, you can hear those bells tolling in the background. You know the sound. It's time to run down tonight's official starting lineup here for race number 5 in season number 4 for Swift Motorsports BUTTKICKER's Ayers iRacing Paints ARCA Series, starting inside row number 1, leading the field off of pit road, the 18 of Jerry Cochran III. Pierce Maffitt in the 41 going to line up just to his outside. Hunter Collier and Brandon Keys back in row number 2. Row number 3 here tonight, Jim Thorndike and Ethan Mokwa. Sean Mitchell, Jason Branch going to be back in row number 4. Row number 5 here tonight from Michigan, Todd McGregor in the 71 machine, and rounding out your top 10, the 82 of Jerry Cochran Jr. Big Mac, John McMillan Sr. gonna line up in the 11th position. Noah Owens just to his outside. Row number 7 here tonight in race number 5, the 12 of Mike. The 12 of Mike. Just to his outside will be the 14 of Lee Campbell. Back in row 8 here tonight, the 69 of Larry Poling and Logan Hartman. David Cameron, Thomas Wagner will round out the field back in row 10. Andy Starcher, Justin Gann, your racemen, admins, and officials here tonight at Michigan International Speedway for race number 5 in season 4 for Swift Motorsports Ayers iRacing Paints ARCA Series. And we are going to get set to go racing here tonight. Waiting for it. Here we go. Green flag flies for the first time here tonight as the flag man, the boss man, Al Smith drops the green flag here tonight. The 21 making some moves. Brandon Key already up 1 position Down into turn one, everybody looks clean and clear. Nobody with any issues. Let's look around the track just a little bit more. Everybody going to make their way off of turn number 2. A little bit of side-by-side action back there with the 71 of Tom McGregor and Jason Branch. Those two very close on corner exit. And trouble on the track. Trouble already. Looks like one driver having some trouble. I believe Logan Hartman may have been caught up and involved in something. There he is, getting back underway, back under power on the backstretch. And it looks like some trouble coming off of turn 2. We'll take a look back here with the replay. And oh my gosh, just right across and into the side of the 69 of Larry Poling. Let's see what went down here. Looks like he may have hit the outside wall there. Let's take one more look here. And yeah, there it is, pounding the outside wall, pancaking the right side off of the wall. And unfortunately for Larry Poling, he's going to get caught up and involved in this one. Poling. Let's see what the side of that car looks like. Some pretty good damage on the right side of his car after being pancaked a little bit there by the 15 of Logan Hartman. Early trouble here tonight at Michigan finds us under caution for the first time here on lap number 1. Our first caution flag flies. Only one race leader, your pole sitter. Well, actually, no, there was a lead change. Looks like. Oh, my goodness. Where's the 18? Jerry Cochran has dropped way back through the field. What happened here to Cochran? And it looks like he's going to have to go to the rear of the field. We might have a possible starting violation, possibly an end-of-the-line penalty being served now for Jerry Cochran. That is, that's going to give us 2 race leaders, 1 lead change already. Pierce Maffin going to take the top spot now after qualifying outside pole position. Cochran on the gas a little too quick. Looks like the eyes in the sky going to pop him with a penalty here. And the Grayson Jade Photography 18 going to go to the rear of the field. That is not how you want to start a race weekend, let alone night. Jump at the start, gonna have to go to the tail end of the field. We'll see if our pole sitter Jerry Cochran can't get back to the front by the time it's all said and done here tonight. 70 laps at Michigan International Speedway. That's 140 miles. These drivers got a good little ways to go. We'll see how everybody shakes out and gets the job done here. Hunter Collier, one of those Peak Racing members, sitting right there in the 3rd position. Brandon Key, the meat and the sandwich, if you will, of those Peak Racing teammates. And what will the 41 do here for this restart? It looks like he's going to go ahead and he's going to stay on the outside. He's going to claim the outside position for our first restart after early caution contact with the outside wall for the 15 of Logan Hartman. He's going to collect the 69 of Larry Poling along the way, and we will get this thing fired back off this time around. iRacing pace car lights are out. We're set to go back. Green flag racing this time by. Field begins to make their way down the backstretch, heading towards turn number 3. Anticipation, the anxiety hasn't gone out the window. Seeing one driver already being hit with a early start. What does your front row do on this restart? How long do they wait? Do they stumble? You got to be careful because the drivers behind you, they're going to be ready to go. So you got to be on the throttle, but you can't get on it too quick. Unfortunately for the 18, he's going to restart at the rear of the field. Pierce Maffin will lead us to the line, and we will get set to go green flag racing once again, and green flag flies to open things back up here at Michigan International Speedway Field. Still double file at the front. We'll head back up there with your race leader, Pierce Maffin. He's got Sean Mitchell right behind him in the 58 machine. Looks like Brandon Key going to lose two positions on the restart. No, going to grab that third spot back away from Todd McGregor. They'll mix it up. Almost touch halfway down the backstretch. Drivers taking the side draft pretty serious here tonight. Down to the inside, there goes the 21. Once again, Todd McGregor, they're battling. Back right behind them, Hunter Collier, Ethan Moqua going at it. John McMillan Sr. in a battle with Jason Branch. Jump around the track just a little bit. Keep our eye on this little bit of a conundrum. Drivers all over each other. The 21, the 71, 98, 16, 51. They're all lined up right here with each other. Jason Branch not too far off of them, and Branch is going to tow Noah Owens right along with him. 3 Fords lined up nose to tail, all following the bow ties at the front. Your top 7 all in those Chevy Impalas. Fastest lap of the race turned in last time around. That's going to be long, too. I believe that is Thomas Wagner in the 43 Ford Fusion. Yes, it is a 39.02. Is the quick time set here by that 43, so drivers definitely moving here tonight. Speeds upwards of 200 miles an hour. Getting into the corner for a handful of these drivers back of the draft. Drivers at the top, drivers at the bottom of the track. No real preferred line just yet. Race leader Pierce Maffin enjoys that 2/10 of a second race lead as Brandon Keys beginning the battle with Sean Mitchell. We'll have a side-by-side battle back into one. Back out of turn 2, we're still side-by-side for that second spot, and majorly loose on the high side was Sean Mitchell. But he's able to keep it wound up, man, and he's going to actually gain a car length or 2 over Brandon Key by the time they get to turn 3. And Mitchell right there now breathing down the 41's neck all over the rear deck lid. Tell you what, I believe we do have an onboard camera here. Let's jump on board with the driver inside of that 58, Sean Mitchell, as he chases your race leader. Looking to the inside, looking for the run. Not going to quite be able to get there just yet. Sean Mitchell sits in that second position. Still, driver's going to head back down into turn number 3. We'll go back, look at this battle that's still brewing. The 16 Busch machine of Ethan Moqua trying to make some headway, starting right in that 6th position, and that's where he runs right now, chasing down the Bass Pro Shop Tracker 71 of Todd McGregor. Hunter Collier just off in front of them in the 98. He's lost 1 position. He's going to battle, whoa, a little bit of Magic Man going on out of that 21. Brandon Key, now you see him, now you don't. Drivers fanning out into these large corners. These corners very raceable. 2, 3. You may be able to squeeze 4 wide through there if the handling is right on an early enough run. You may be able to do it. I wouldn't advise it, but very distinct lines, different lines, 3 different lines right there, all being ran by a handful of drivers. We've got about 6 of them all right here packed up with each other. Sean Mitchell, Hunter Collier, Brandon Key, Todd McGregor on screen right there in the 71. He's got Noah Owens looking to the high side. Jason Branch looking a little bit lower than him in the 21, running a much different line than the 71 of McGregor right now. He's going to fall just a little bit out of turn number 4, and the 88's going to be right there to try to pounce. Don't look now. Here comes Branch down to the bottom. The 4X racing driver looking for a spot or two. Little bit of a slide job, but he's going to just maintain position here. Outside run working well for the 71 of Todd McGregor. And Branch again goes to the bottom of the speedway, just not able to make the pass. Can he slide up in front? He's going to pull it off. He's going to slide right up in front of that 71 and take that position away. Branch inside the top 5. Here comes the 88. He's going to pack it down into turn 1. Driver's already way up the racetrack. Very early here to be that far up in the racing groove. Looks like drivers may be struggling with a little bit of tight center. Trying to free the car up a little bit and run a little bit higher through the corner and be able to get back on the gas and control the car with the throttle as opposed to looking for that mechanical grip here. 21 with a big move as Brandon Key going to look to go back by Jason Branch. Branch for a moment was inside your top 4. Now we'll go back side by side once again with Branch and Key going at it. They'll make their way out of turn 2. Here comes your race leaders. The entire field will work their way down that stretch and head off towards turn number 3. There they all go. Once again, still no detail. You can see that big pack of cars all lined up with each other right there on the screen. Look at that race lead by Maffitt. Here comes Branch looking for more. He's going to try to take a spot away from Collier. And oh my goodness, looks like the cameraman a little bit off sync here tonight. There the field is. We knew we'd find them. Everybody back through the corner through 1 and 2. We're looking at Jason Branch trying to take that second spot away, and he is all over Sean Mitchell. Looking to the inside, but clean and clear. 1.5 seconds out in front. 41 of Pierce Maffitt has control. Side by side for second and third, side by side, 4th and 5th on the track. The 98 of Hunter Collier and his L&J welding machine still trying to make his way inside the top 3. Not able to get there just yet. Here's a big run by the 21 at the bottom of the racetrack. Nothing to do with it by the time they get to 1. Back out of turn 2. Oh, and into the outside wall. Pounds the outside wall. Crossed another car. Sean Mitchell gets caught up. Brandon Key caught up. Oh, no. We seen it happen. We seen it all go down. Pounding the outside wall coming out of turn number 2. Sean Mitchell gonna have some trouble. Let's back it up, see if we can't see how it happened. There it is, the pancake on the outside wall, and then trying to get the car back underneath them. Who was that just barely missed that? I believe that's the 99. He gets caught up, and then the 21, he gets caught up in this one as well. Looking for any impact out of Sean Mitchell. We'll stay with his car this time on the replay. It looks like a little front-end damage indeed. He's caught that inside wall. He's going to have a long night from here on out. We'll rejoin the race back at the front with your race leader, Pierce Maffitt, as he brings the field to a crawl behind the iRacing pace car. Looks like the pit road is open. Driver should be coming down to pit lane. 17 laps into this run here. Looks... I'd come to pit road. I'm not driving, but I'd come to pit road. And hey, what do you know? Dave got it right for once, and oh, wouldn't you know it? Gotta be that one guy. Lee Campbell says he wants some points here tonight. Lee's gonna stay out, get himself a lap led right at the line. He's gonna take that lap away from Pierce Maffitt, so that is going to give us our second lead change of the night. 3 different race leaders. Lee Campbell going to stay out, but look for the 14 to come to pit road next time around. Logan Hartman going to receive the lucky dog. He'll get himself back on the lead lap. So, race fans, as we find ourselves under caution for the second time here tonight, we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with all your green flag action right here from Michigan International Speedway. And we'll come back trackside as the iRacing pace car lights are out. Field making their way off of turn number 2. Lee Campbell in the 14 stays out to lead a lap, and he's going to pull to pit road that last time around. But a new race leader, our third lead change of the night, fourth different racing leader, Todd McGregor and his crew, pulling some possible strategy only in the pit box for, well, in the pit box a lot shorter than the rest of the field. Looks like maybe right tires and fuel for the 71. We'll see if that's the right call for the Mobile One Bass Pro Shops tracker. Machine, Pierce Maffett going to line up just to his outside. Noah Owens, Jason Branch back in row 2. Row 3 on the restart, Jim Thorndike and Jerry Cochran the third. iRacing pace car down and away, and we are set to go back racing once again. Here we go. Green flag racing as the 71 of Todd McGregor nails the gas. He's going to get up through the gears, loud pedals, all pressed. Thorndike going to gain a position. He's looking to the inside. He's going to have the spot on Jason Branch for the time being. There's the 88 of Noah Owens. He had a very fast pit stop as well. Great four-tire stop for him and his crew as we now reach lap number 20 out of the 70 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. And don't look now, Thorndike ain't done. Drivers going to work their way out of turn 4 and head back down across the stripe, heading to turn number 1. Looks like Lee Campbell's going to have to come to pit road. Trouble for Campbell. Tire field coming right at you. Everybody jockeying for positions at the front of this field. Todd McGregor, Jim Thorndike, they continue to go at it. Noah Owens right there up in the mix. He's going to drop to the bottom of the speedway as they head into 3 and 4. Everybody got to make it out of turn 4. Flash across your screen. There they all go. Still trying to make up some positions is Jim Thorndike. He's going to sit right there in that third. And whoa, close moment there between the 71 and the 88. Pierce Maffett has stepped away to a half a second race lead. We've got 4 drivers under a blanket. Everybody hunting Pierce Maffett right now. Looks like Noah Owens, he's got his sights set. That Ford Fusion looking fast here tonight. Owens now into the second position, gaining 10 spots. He's your biggest mover up. Strike that. Thomas Wagner going to take the biggest mover title right now. He's up 12 positions all the way to 8th now. Great run by that 43. we'll stay right here with the battle between Todd McGregor and Jason Branch. Don't look. Don't look. He's right there. The Grayson Jade Photography 18 Ford Fusion, after being popped with a into the line penalty for jumping the initial start of the race. He's back inside the top 10. He's heading to the front, sitting in 6th, hounding Jason Branch 3 wide for a moment. The 98 of Hunter Collier in the middle. There's that 43 of Thomas Wagner. He's been making up a ton of positions here tonight. He's now inside the top 10, looking for a little more. 16 of Ethan Mokel on the bottom. Whoa, has to get out of the gas. Up the track goes the 43. Closing in, battle for the race lead. Let's go check it out at the front. Noah Owens, Jim Thorndike begin to work together, and they are beginning to run down Pierce Maffitt. Looks like we've got 4 drivers beginning to run single file. There's Jerry Cochran back in the 5th position. He's been able to get by Jason Branch. 25 laps into tonight's 70-lap event. We've got drivers all over each other battling inside the top 7. Ethan Moquit, Thomas Wagner, Brendan Key, Jerry Cochran Jr., the 12 of Mike out there. They're all battling, locked up with each other right now. Let's go take a look at this little group of drivers running with each other. There you can see that 12, the Ford of Mike down at the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to bring it all the way to the middle. Big run there by Jerry Cochran Jr. As John McMillan Sr. rounds out that tail of drivers, he's running in the 13th position. Let's go back to the front once again. I told you, they were running nose to tail for a reason, working with each other in that GTR simulator. 88 Noah Owens running well here tonight. He's fast. Fast here at Michigan. Noah Owens moving up through the field now in that 2nd spot, and he's going to look to the bottom of the track. He's going to peak just a little bit in 3 and 4. Not going to make a move just yet. He'll stay in the draft back across the stripe. We'll begin lap 27. You know, as this is the halfway point in the season, we got to begin to think how drivers are going to approach the second half of the year. A lot of different tracks coming up here with some brief little time off worked in for the holiday season for the Swift Motorsports Butt Kicker Ayers iRacing Paints ARCA Series. Next Monday night, we will be at the Concrete Monster. That's right, Miles. Will he feast or will it be a famine when we hit the Concrete Mile track Dover International Speedway Monday and Tuesday evening? Then we'll head off to Richmond for the Silverback Tax Solutions Xfinity Series here with Swift Motorsports. A little bit of a layoff. One race in December. We'll hit Darlington and Indianapolis. Gateway up on the schedule. Watkins Glen, New Hampshire, Texas, Las Vegas, all coming up here in the course of the next few weeks. So, get your calendars out, mark them all down, get ready to be right here each and every Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday night for everything Swift, right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. And if you haven't already, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Drop these drivers that thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side to get notified anytime we go live on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by, whether you're just sliding through to say, hey, you're dropping us a line about who you think's going to take the checkered flag. Maybe you're a friend, family, sponsor. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. Without you, there would be no us. Just remember, show these drivers some love and drop them that thumbs up. Battle still raging for the top spot here between the 88 of Noah Owens. Pierce Maffitt has had control of this race. Four race leaders, 4 lead changes. Will we see Noah Owens move to the front for the first time to give us a 5 and 5? We'll have to wait and see. 2 caution flags here tonight. 30 laps now on the board. Top 3 beginning to skate away from Jason Branch. The 22 struggling a little bit here now. There you can see him kind of in a no man's land situation. A half a second gap in front, half a second gap in back to the 71 of Todd McGregor. Then a big gap back to Hunter Collier. He's struggling with some pace here. He's about a second and a half back behind Todd McGregor. Brandon Key right there with Collier, Wagner, Cochran, and McMillan Sr. round out your top 10. Jump around the track a little bit. What do you say we go back here and check this battle out? The 18, since running all the way up to the 5th position, he's dropped 3 spots now. He's running in that 8th spot, and he's got John McMillan Sr. all over him. Don't mention the 43 of Thomas Wagner. He's right there. How about Ethan Mokwa in the 16? Up there in the mix, Mokwa trying to break inside the top 10 here. We've got a few drivers back behind them. Sean Mitchell, Jerry Cochran Jr., Logan Hartman, Larry Poling, and David Cameron. There's the 43 of Wagner. Looks like he's going to pull to pit road. Pulling to pit road, and he's the lonely man doing it all by himself. And what happened with Noah Owens? Owens going to drop from 2nd, running right there with Pierce Maffitt. He's going to drop all the way back to the 4th position, and we're trying to see if we've got any indication on what may have happened there. And it looks like we don't have any type of incident reports. No rubs with the outside wall. All the producers giving us some head shakes. Looks like maybe just a bad corner or two there caught the 88 out. Michigan, a very big momentum track. If you got to jump out of the gas a split second before you need to, or when you're getting back on the throttle coming out of these corners, you got to jump back out of the gas before you head down the back stretch or this long sweeping front stretch, you're going to lose a ton of momentum, a ton. And drivers behind you just going to eat you up, especially if they have the draft benefiting right now. With the draft is that 59 of Jim Thorndike. Pierce Maffitt, he's going to have himself some trouble. His rear view mirror going to be full here in just 1 second. We'll take a look back off of Maffitt's machine as there's that 59 lurking in the background, trying to get there, trying to get the job done. Not able to quite get close enough for a pass. And how about Jason Branch? We asked what was going on with Branch. Well, we've got ourselves an answer. There he is, sitting right in the 3rd position. He's gained a little bit since the last time we checked in on him. What do you say we jump on board with another one of our drivers here tonight, turning out of turn number 4 here. Turning out of turn, that sounds kind of funny. Making his way across the stripe to begin lap number 36 here tonight from Michigan International Speedway. We ride with the 22 of Jason Branch. Few of the other drivers out here tonight do have onboard cameras. What do you say we go back a little bit further through the field? There's the 21 of Brandon Key with his turn 3 onboard camera tonight. He's chasing down the 51 of John McMillan Sr. and Jerry Cochran's just off in the distance. You can see them right there. 3-car battle just off in front of that. Let's jump to that. What's going on? What's going on? Hunter Collier, the 43, trying to get himself back on the lead lap. He's already hit pit road back on lap number 32 5 laps ago, and now Pierce Maffitt and Noah Owens both come to pit road. Mike in the 12 machine brings his car down for service and tires as well. Green flag, pit stops now underway. Jim Thorndike will take that top spot and give us 5 different race leaders. 5 lead changes as well. Jason Branch. It looks like this is really where Branch benefits on the runs. is those late runs. The long run is where he's really got the car working. Jerry Cochran in the 18, he's going to finally get back to pit road. We've had ourselves a 6th lead change, 5 different race leaders. 51 of John McMillan Sr., he's going to look to the inside of Cochran, trying to make it to the top spot and get a point for leading a lap here tonight. Hunter Collier, Jim Thorndike, Jason Branch, Todd McGregor all on to pit road in their box. Looks like 4-tire stop for Maffett, Wagner, and Owens. How's it going on pit road for the rest of the field? Jim Thorndike on pit road for a while. Looks like he may have been popped for speeding coming to pit road. He's going to have a penalty to serve. Tough break here as we are right around that, just past the halfway point actually here tonight. Thorndike gets popped for speeding. John McMillan Sr. going to make his way down to his pit box. Pierce Maffett has recycled back inside the top 10. Back on the lead lap. He's going to chase down the man on screen right here. Jerry Cochran was last on to pit road on lap number 17, trying to extend the run here as long as he can. I understand the strategy, but he's going to be quite a ways behind. 33 seconds back right now is Pierce Maffett, and it looks like you're going to be on and off pit road somewhere around in that 43 to 45 second mark. So he's going to come back out of pit road somewhere in the range of 10 plus seconds behind. We'll watch it on the stopwatch as we continue this green flag pit cycle here on lap number 40 out of the 70 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. You're watching Swift Motorsports Butt Kicker Ayers iRacing Paints ARCA Series. It's race number 5 from Michigan International Speedway. Jerry Cochran, your pole sitter. He's going to extend the fuel run, and he's going to keep the race lead for the time being. The 58 of Sean Mitchell and Jerry Cochran Jr. both peel for pit road this time around. The 10 of David Cameron going to bring his Chevy Impala down for service as well. Top 3 on the track have not come to pit road yet under this green flag pit cycle. Cochran, Key, Poling, all still out there since lap 17. And there goes the 21. Key going to come down pit road for service and tires. Lap 42 now on the board. Maffett back inside the top 5. The 41 has gotten back up to the 4th position and already 29 seconds back. You can see in the course of about 2 laps, he's made up, what was that, 5 seconds or more? 4, somewhere in that range, 4 or 5 seconds. I mean, he is absolutely eating into that advantage that Cochran's trying to give himself. I get the strategy, because he's going to be able to run this thing somewhere to around lap 65 or so from here. So yeah, it's going to be pretty close. He may be in the catbird seat here with extending that fuel run. Jerry Cochran going to pull to pit road. Looks like Sean Mitchell in the 58 going to pull to pit road as well. Pierce Maffett out on the track. He's got himself a 3-second advantage over Jason Branch. Will it be enough? Will Branch have it in the tires to get back up there and battle with Maffett for the race lead here tonight as we cross the line? Drivers reaching lap number 43. And you know, the more I'm starting to look at this, drivers came to pit road back on lap 17. The majority of those drivers came back down to pit road around lap 36 or 37. So that's right at 20 laps. Well, with them coming to pit road on lap 37, 20 laps from there, that's 57. I mean, right? 57, 59. That means they're gonna have to make another pit stop. Jerry Cochran, 20 laps from now, that's gonna be right around lap number 4, right around lap number 62. If he's played these cards right, because he came to pit road on lap 17, so that's a much different number. That's about 24, 25 laps on fuel, and if he can pull another 25 laps, I mean, it's going to be very close, but he's going to have quite a gap that he can give up some time. Watch this strategy. It's going to be crazy. 7 lead changes here tonight amongst 5 different drivers. Pierce Maffitt, after the green flag pit stops, leads the field. Jason Branch sits back in second. Todd McGregor rounds out your podium drivers. In lap number 45, we will go ahead and give you your mid-race report. A little bit late, but you know how Dave rolls. Coming across the line to complete lap number 45, your race leader. He's ran up front all night long, sitting in that Blues die-cast 41 machine. Pierce Maffitt looks to capture his second checkered flag of the season. Maffitt sits in first. Driver right behind him on track, the Virginia Beach native 4X Racing Ford Fusion of Jason Branch has ran well here tonight, up 6 positions from where he started. Branch looking for a little more. He is eating into the race leader's time, but Branch sits in second for the time being. Back in third, the 71 of Todd McGregor. There you can see him. He's ran very well here tonight, up inside the top 5 for the majority of the race evening. He's up 6 positions from 9th to 3rd. Back in the 4th position, right here sitting to the outside of it, looks like Hunter Collier right now. They're going to battle for 4th and 5th, so we will bring a little information about them both. Right there you can see the fast Ford Fusion of Noah Owens at the top of the track. He's got that GTR simulator machine wound up, keeping the engine just singing around that high side. What a line right there. Great run by Owens. He's going to have a little bit of an advantage. Hunter Collier right there. We've said it time and time again. Greatest hair in Swift Motorsports. Hunter Collier in the 98 L&J Welding Chevy Impala sits in 4th now. Going to take that 4th position away from Noah Owens, who's going to fall back to 5th. Your biggest mover of the race is the 88 of Noah Owens. He's up 7 positions. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. There he... Oh! And just as we were going to go to him about being the biggest mover of the race, Thomas Wagner pancakes the outside wall, and caution, flag flies for the 3rd time here tonight from Michigan International Speedway. That's going to throw that 18 strategy right out the window. What do drivers do from here? It's 22 laps. I would expect to see pit road be a very busy place. Let's see if we've got a replay on the caution flag here. See if we can't catch that contact. I would expect it's going to be contact with the outside wall heading off of turn number 2. Looks like we are getting the thumbs up, so let's check the replay. And hard impact with the outside wall. Let's see if we can't see what happened here again. There you can see already some bright front damage for the 43, and he just pounds it once again into the outside wall. And caution flag will fly. Back with the race leaders at the front. Pierce Maffitt going to bring the field down to pit road. We did keep your driver info on there, just in case you were wondering who it was. And just as expected, everybody going to head to pit road this time around, so that's going to give us time to take a brief commercial break. Pay a few bills around here. You know how that is. You know how that goes. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back with all your green flag action right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. And we'll come right back to the track right when the action's about to happen. Green flag ready to fly. Pace car down and away on the gas, and Todd McGregor leads the field to the stripe. That's going to be yet another lead change here tonight. 8 different lead changes amongst 5 different drivers. Owens looks to grab the second spot. Here's Jason Branch. How about Pierce Maffitt? He's going to have to deal with some traffic now. How well will that 41 work in traffic? They touch out of turn 2. Maffitt and Owens touch. Here comes Jerry Cochran in that Grayson Jade Photography 18. He was your pole sitter. He's looking for the front again in the outside wall. Larson line at the top of Michigan International Speedway for that 88 of Noah Owens. Will throw your running order up to the left-hand side of the screen over there as we set sail across the line. Drivers only have 18 laps remaining in tonight's 70-lap event here tonight, working on lap number 53. Or actually, no. Yes, lap 53. Wait, that doesn't make sense. How can that be possible? 53, and that's the math don't work. Ah, yes it does. Hush, Dave. Hush, Dave. 3 wide for a moment with Noah Owens at the top. There's Hunter Collier digging on the bottom of the racetrack. John McMillan Sr., he's now up in the mix, running solidly inside the top 10. He's going to take that 7th position away. Big move as Noah Owens slams the outside wall coming out of turn 2. We've seen a handful of drivers do that here tonight. Pierce Maffitt has been able to get around everybody running that high side. Maffitt fires around the top of the track. He's going to take the Harry Gant high, wide, and handsome Larson line, if you will, and he's going to take it to a checkered flag. Will he be able to keep that top spot, though? I'm not sure Jason Branch has enough time to work his long run speed up into the mix. And how about Jerry Cochran? He's back inside the podium spots. Cochran to 3rd. Noah Owens continues his backward spiral. He's all the way down now in the 7th position. Jim Thorndike and Ethan Mokla, they're going to switch that 9th spot back and forth amongst themselves for the time being. Now Thorndike getting by Owens. And look for Ethan Mokwa to make the pass this corner as well. 15 laps now remaining as field makes their way through 3 and 4. 1 and 2, I apologize. Through 1 and 2, they'll head down the backstretch, nose to tail. Everybody chasing that 41 once again. I don't know, we had a driver in the Truck Series, in the Xfinity Series, I believe, as well. Scott Wise, he says 4X going to get the dub. I don't know, them peak racing drivers have looked pretty quick here tonight. Hunter Collier, a little bit off pace, sits back in the 5th position, but the driver at the front of this field, Pierce Maffitt, he ain't been playing around here tonight. He's going to lead the most laps, and it looks like, unless somebody has some horsepower really fast here, he may just set sail and walk off into the sunset with his 2nd checkered flag. His 2nd race win may come here tonight from Michigan International Speedway. Jerry Cochran gonna move himself from 3rd to 2nd. He'll get by Todd McGregor that last time around. We will jump around the track just a little bit, bring you some of the battles out there. Hunter Collier trying to close in on the battle between Jerry Cochran, Jason Branch, and Todd McGregor. Branch going to take the 3rd spot away from McGregor as he struggles at the top of the speedway. There you can see that little bit of a, I don't want to call it a slider, but going to come right across the nose is Todd McGregor is Jason Branch. McGregor looks to the bottom of the speedway. He's going to try to get a sniff of draft off of that 18, but I don't think it's going to work out. McGregor going to be stuck now back in that 4th position. He's losing a little bit of ground as they cross the line. Thomas Wagner back in 11th now after getting by Larry Poling. Jim Thorndike's going to get by Brandon Key last time around for the 7th position on track as well. Multiple small little battles here tonight. Take a look back here with this. Oh, whoa, driver with some trouble. Larry Poling, I believe it was, in that 69 machine. He had a little bit of a moment. Big save. Poling keeps it heading in the right direction. Back towards the front, we've still got battles here. First, second, third, all on the track, all within 1 second of each other. There you can see your pole sitter sitting in second, and, well, Magic Man moment there for the 22. Will these drivers work together? We seen it work earlier here tonight with Jim Thorndike and Noah Owens. They all kind of got in line and utilized the draft to their advantage and was able to run down Pierce Maffitt earlier in tonight's race. Will these two drivers be able to do that now, or will Jim Thorndike being involved caught up in this? Will that have any effect on how it's going to play out? Hunter Collier and John McMillan Sr., they're going to get nose to tail and try to catch a little draft and try to run down Todd McGregor. Not sure they're going to do that as they go side by side back through 1 and 2. And give these drivers a hand. Give them a round of applause. All the fans in the stands standing up here tonight. We'll have less than 10 to go when we cross the line this time. Sold out. Packed house here at the virtual Michigan International Speedway. Maffitt trying to break the draft down at the bottom of the track right next to the grass on the apron. He's able to keep himself with a 7/10 advantage for the time being. We've seen Branch very fast on old tires. It's right around that green flag run distance that we're going to have here for this final run. Will it be enough for Branch to utilize those tires? And there you can see, great move. Waited till the last second to drop down. And caution on the speedway. Caution with less than 10 laps to go. We're going to have an unofficial green-white checkered. This is going to be a crazy finish. Go grab your popcorn, get your drinks, because it's about to go down. Thomas Wagner with trouble. Let's go check the replay. There you can see the 43 with trouble off of turn 2. He's already pounded that outside wall once or twice here tonight. That right front, all sorts of beating in. Let's see if we can't go a little bit further back. There it is, up on the high side of the track. And oh, they touch contact. Contact with the 12 of Mike. And that's it. Thomas Wagner up into the outside wall, and he's going to bear the brunt from that contact. We'll head back up at the front with the race leader, Pierce Maffitt. What's he going to do? Do you come to pit road for tires here? What do you do? We'll have ourselves right around, I think, right around 5 laps to go when we get the green flag again, and it looks like field not taking any chances. Everybody going to head to pit road. Everybody on the lead lap going to head to pit road this time around. Lee Campbell, Logan Hartman, Sean Mitchell, they're going to stay out, get themselves... Lee Campbell, at least, and Logan Hartman. Looks like Sean Mitchell just pushing the car back behind the wall, so he's going to be listed as the final driver in the running order here tonight. But Campbell and Hartman going to get themselves back on the lead lap. Going to be interesting to see what these two drivers do if they stay out on the track and get them and leave themselves back on the lead lap, or do they go ahead and just come back down for tires? If it was me, I'd stay out and pray that we do have ourselves an official green-white checkered attempt. Campbell going to receive the lucky dog. So he's going to be able to pit and get himself back on the lead lap regardless. We'll have to see what the rest of the field does. We'll look at the front of this field because it's going to look a little bit different now. Hunter Collier going to take the race lead for the first time. Right sides only. Ooh, boy. Jason Branch to his outside with right sides only as well. 10 different lead changes here tonight amongst 6 different drivers as Hunter Collier grabs the top spot with some pit road strategy. We'll have 5 laps to go when the green flag drops. Once again here tonight from Michigan International Speedway for the Swift Motorsports Butt Kicker Ayers iRacing Paints ARCA Series. You're watching race number 5 of season number 4 right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Keep in mind, race fans, we'll be right back tomorrow night for the Performance Truck Series here at Michigan International Speedway. That's going to be a barn burner of a night as well. This is about to get good. I hope you got your popcorn in hand because it's about to get started. Pace car ducks off the track field in the hands of the 98, and green flag flies. Drivers get on the gas. Great restart by the 22 of Jason Branch, and well, Scott, I may have just ate my words. 4X driver to the front of this field. He's going to leave Hunter Collier and Todd McGregor to fight it out. For a second behind him, here's Pierce Maffitt. He's going to look to the middle. 3 wide for second place. 41 of Pierce Maffitt. He's going to try to shoot the gap in the middle. Big run on the outside. Help with the draft. The 18's right there. Going to go side by side with Maffitt for a moment. He'll now gain a spot as he runs down the track trying to get the slide job right here. Not going to pull it off. The 71 of Todd McGregor going to keep it wound up at the top with help behind him. 3 wide once again. There's the 59 of Jim Thorndike. They'll settle it out by the time they get back to turn number 1. Field going to fan out once again. Everybody now chasing that 4X driver at the front of the field. Jason Branch is your race leader. Can Branch make it to victory lane for the second time this season? We've had 4 different race winners in our first 4 races. Right now, we look poised to have our first repeat winner of the season. Right now, Jason Branch leads. Pierce Maffitt, Jerry Cochran, Tom McGregor, and Jim Thorndike round out your top 5 with just 3 laps to go. Hot and heavy battles at the front, back around that 5th position as well. Jim Thorndike, Todd McGregor, Hunter Collier, they're all going at it. Ethan Mokwa now in the mix. Big gain down the backstretch by that 41 of Pierce Maffitt. He's going to look to the inside when they enter turn 3. Not going to quite get there, but he is going to be all over the rear deck lid of Branch as they work their way off of turn 4 back across the stripe. Popsicle sticks on display for your race leaders. Just 2 laps remaining here from Michigan International Speedway. Maffitt to the bottom of the racetrack. Branch going to close the door. Maffitt looks to slide up. Going to have to keep the car turned down. Not going to quite get there. Oh, and off of the outside wall. The 18 pancakes the right side. Off of the outside wall. That's going to slow his momentum back down into turn 3. Little bit of a blink out of the 22 of Branch. Up the track goes Maffitt. He's looking to get the run on the high side. He's going to be all over him by the time they get to the stripe. It's going to be the white flag final lap. 1 to go here tonight from Michigan International Speedway. You're watching the battle for the race lead. Maffitt all over him, hounding him. Will Branch make a mistake? Oh my gosh, they touch it. Around goes Branch. Around goes Maffitt. Here comes the 18. The 18 takes the lead. He goes around. Big crash. Big crash. Big crash in the back. Mokwa involved. McGregor involved. Jim Thorndike now with the race lead. Jerry Cochran in the 18 falls back to second. John McMillan Sr. going to walk away with third. Oh my gosh. Jim Thorndike to victory lane for the first time here in season number 4. Oh my goodness. What did we have happen? My gosh. The 12 involved. Todd McGregor involved. Ethan Mokwa involved. Jason Branch. Pierce Meffett. Everybody caught up and involved in this one. Oh my gosh. Let's go back. We got to go back and watch this one. Oh my gosh. Let's take a look back from the white flag, race fans. There you can see right here, field coming to the green flag, coming to the white flag here. And we're going to keep our eye back here around the 21 for just a moment because we seen him almost flipping. I believe he may have flipped a handful of times, actually. And Branch just nowhere to go. There's the 71. He's involved. The 16 goes up and over. The 14 almost goes up and over. 21 of Keys does a great job to get through that carnage and chaos. What a great run by him to dodge all of that. My goodness. What a finish. What a race here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network at Michigan International Speedway. And it looks like drivers are enjoying some post-race celebrations down there. So we'll get geared up and set, ready to go for your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. Back live trackside at the end of a crazy night here at Michigan International Speedway. We seen drivers going around on the final lap, and you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, Scott. You were right. 4X to victory lane here tonight. It wasn't the 4X driver we had in mind, or I had in mind, but still a 4X driver overcoming some adversity and finds himself in victory lane. Man, what a finish, huh, race fans? Tell you what, Let's see if we can't grab a few words with some of the drivers out there tonight that walked away in the podium spots. Let's see if we can't grab the driver inside of that 51 machine, John McMillan Sr. It's Dave. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Dave.
Hey, man. How you doing? How you feeling after being able to walk away with a podium here tonight from Michigan?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the podium finish for sure. Got myself some top fives and finally made it to the podium, so I'm pretty happy about that.
The season going well for you. As you mentioned, you got a few top fives, able to get a top three here this week at Michigan. You came into tonight's race sitting sixth in the points. This should give you a little bit of a boost. So looking forward as we are now halfway through the regular season, how you feeling at your chances to make it into the championship chase?
Well, that was my goal from the start of this season. So basically, I kind of figured if I could keep finishing top 10, that'd give me a chance to make the chase. And so far, things have been going pretty good, but there's still a lot of racing left to do. So we'll see how it all plays out.
Absolutely. A lot of racing still on the calendar here in season number 4. But, John, again, congratulations on your podium finish here tonight. Going to walk away with the third spot here from Michigan International Speedway. So before we let you go, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank Valvoline for coming aboard, and I think they're going to sponsor us the rest of the season. I'd like to give a big thanks to my biggest fan, which is my wife. She really supports me in this deal, and I want to thank you, Dave, and Justin, and all the guys that put on this race. It's just awesome, and the drivers that we have here. I mean, they're just awesome to race with. Just a great group of guys.
Well, we do appreciate the kind words. I know the admins and the fellow drivers appreciate the kind words as well, John. And again, congratulations on the podium here tonight. And we'll see if we can't catch up with you in really soon.
All right, Dave, I hope so. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Anytime. All right, there you have it. 51 of John McMillan Sr. Glad he can finally break through that top 5 tier and into a podium spot. The 51 going to walk away from the track in the third position here tonight. Now, we'll see if we can't catch up with the driver that walked away from the track in second here tonight, but walked away with the pole position as well. A little bit of a crazy finish. Jerry, it's Dave. How you doing inside that 18?
Doing good, Dave. Going good. Gonna have to go take some of the common nerves after that one.
Well, you got to make sure it's FDA approved.
Yeah, I heard that.
Nah, for real, man. Great run there in qualifying. You grabbed that top spot. We seen start of the race, a little bit of trouble for you. Walk us through how you got that end of line penalty.
The rule here at Swift is you cannot, on the initial start and restart, you can't change lane. You can't go 3 wide till you pass the start-finish line. And when we got, I knew that. And when we got to green, I got Pierce cleared, and I just easily moved up so I could be up to get in the arc that I wanted for 1. And as soon as I moved up across the line, I told myself, I said, man, alive, you just screwed up. I knew I was wrong. You know, can't be mad at the admins. It's the rule. I broke the rule. You know, I hated going to the rear and having to come back up through there. Man, it was a rough night.
Yeah, a little bit of a rough night for you getting your way back up through the field, but you did make big gains through that long green flag run. Walk us through the final lap from your seat.
You know, I knew when we went back to green the last 4 or 5 laps was going to be qualifying laps. You know, I knew that was going to happen, and you know, Pierce and Jason both, they're good on them in quick runs like that. And I was just trying to keep a little bit of pace that I could. And I hung with them there pretty decent until I got in the wall a little bit off of 2, and that separated us. And I knew then I was sitting there for third, and I saw them battling. I said, well, you know, I might have a chance here. And then, you know, they end up getting into each other coming off of 2. And man, I had a killer run, and I let up a little bit because I thought Jason was going to come back up. And when I saw that it wasn't, I got back in it. Car jumped sideways, and I was dirt tracking it there for a little bit. Lost all my momentum, and here comes Jim. Hell of a race for Jim, man. I love to see that. Congrats to him on that win, man. He earned it. He was there.
Yeah, he earned it at the end for sure. I mean, it was a crazy, crazy finish. I didn't know what to say except "oh my gosh" a couple times, but is what it is, man. And congratulations on another podium for you and the 18 crew. Congratulations on the second place here tonight. Before we let you go, though, Jerry, would you like to give any shout outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Yes, sir. As always, Justin, Gary, Andy, all the guys behind the scenes, all the admins, all the sponsors that put this on, Ayers, iRacing. Um, without all of them, we wouldn't be here to start with. And then, in order for me to be here, Grayson J Photography, Velocita, Team FX, Harpoon Designs, Precision Suspension, P1 Posse. My dad for all the testing we put in on Sundays. And of course, as always, you and everything you do and the time you take away to make this happen, you do a great job, Dave.
Well, do appreciate the kind words, and it's easy to deal with when you got a great product to push, and you guys out on the track, you guys do all the work. So I appreciate all the hard work you guys do out there, week in, week out. Again, congratulations on the second place here tonight, and we'll see if we can't talk to you before our holiday break next week when we head to Dover.
10-4 sounds good. Like I said, Jim, congrats, man. Awesome deal, man. Congrats. Good night, Dave.
All right, there you have it, Jerry Cochran. Happy to be where he was at the end, but thinks he may have been able to get a little bit more out of it. Unfortunately, that's not the way it all happened. That's not the way it came down. Your pole sitter, Jerry Cochran, going to walk away with second here tonight, and that's going to lead us to the man of the moment, the driver that walked away with the checkered flag. Let's see if we can have a few words with race winner Jim Thorndike. It's Dave. You got your ears on, bud?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, how you doing? How you feeling after snatching the checkered flag?
I'm feeling mighty lucky.
Sometimes, I've said it before, I'll say it many more times, sometimes it's better to be lucky than always be good.
Yes, sir. I agree with that.
Well, Jim, a little bit of an up and down race for you here tonight. You found your way to the front of the field, and then you came to pit road, and if I'm not mistaken, it looked like you got popped by the police for speeding, and you had yourself quite a long stay, and then an uphill battle from there. Walk us through your night.
Well, starting out with some technical difficulties made me start the race a little late. But yeah, quick caution came out, and that helped me out. And I just was trying to be patient and bide my way up and hope things would fall my way. And then we had that long green flag run, and my stepped on my foot again. I got to practice these pit stops, man. But yeah, I got caught speeding, and I thought, well, there goes my day. And lo and behold, the yellow came out, and I was a lucky dog, and that gave me a new life. And I was like, all right, let's see what we can get out of this. Get a top 10. Then I work my way up, and I'm in the top 7. And the yellow comes out again. And I'm like, I can't believe this. I was talking to my teammate, and I'm like, I can't believe this. Luck is on my side tonight right now. Keeping my car clean, racing clean. And then we had a wild ending to the race. I'll tell you that. Wasn't expecting that to happen, but I was able to get a good run after the leader and the second place guy got into each other and pulled out the win. Got to thank my crew and you for broadcasting. It's an awesome race.
Absolutely awesome race. I couldn't agree more with you there, Jim. And as you said, some ups and downs, and luck was on your side, and luck was there again at the end of tonight's race. Doesn't matter how you got the job done. All that matters is you got the job done. You're going to walk away with your first win of the season. First checkered flag here in season number 4 for you and the 59 crew. So again, congratulations on the race win. And before we let you go, would you like to give any shout outs, thank yous, love yous?
Yes, sir. I'd like to thank my girlfriend for letting me do this and taking care of our daughter while I do this racing. And I'd like to thank DeKalb Sycamore Chevrolet Buick GMC for sponsoring me along with iHeartRadio. and the 4X team. And I always got to give a shout out to KC Designs, who paints this wonderful car for me. And a
Oh,
huge shout out to you, Dave, for the broadcast.
absolutely. And again, just like I tell you drivers week in and week out, it's my pleasure. I mean, you guys put on a show week in, week out. It's never a disappointment. Great racing action all the time with you guys. So I appreciate you guys letting me do the work for you. And I'll tell you what, enjoy this race win, and we'll see if we can't catch up with you at Dover. What do you say?
Yes, sir. I got a week to bask in it, and I need to give one more shout out to the U.S. military. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this. So big thanks to them, too.
Absolutely. Hoorah.
Yes, sir. Hoorah. You have a great week.
You too. We'll catch up with you, Jim. All right, there you have it. Jim Thorndike to the top spot. He's going to snatch the checkered flag here tonight. And, well, what he described and some of his fellow racers described, a crazy finish. I said it, too, here tonight from Michigan International Speedway. It was every bit of a crazy finish. Once again here, trouble coming to the checkered flag. Producers hitting the buttons in the background. You know the tunes, you know the sounds, you know it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results here for race number 5 in season 4 for Swift Motorsports BUTTKICKER Ayers iRacing Paints ARCA Series. Jim Thorndike gonna walk away with the checkered flag at the top spot for the first time this season. The 59 parks it in victory lane. 18 of Jerry Cochran will walk away in second. Third place belongs to the 51 of John McMillan Sr. Brendan Key's going to finish in fourth. Rounding out the top 5 will be the 88 of Noah Owens. Pierce Maffett going to finish in 6th. 7th place here tonight to Jerry Cochran Jr. Hunter Collier in the 98 will finish in the 8th spot. 9th from the track tonight, the 43 of Thomas Wagner. And rounding out your top 10, the 69 of Larry Poling. The 10 of David Cameron going to finish tonight's race in 11th. 12th belongs to Logan Hartman. The 14 of Lee Campbell will slide away from the track here tonight, back in the 13th position. The 22 of Jason Branch. Trouble on the last lap leaves Branch back in 14th. 15 on track here tonight belongs to the 16 of Ethan Mokwa. Walking away from the track in 16th tonight from Michigan International Speedway belongs to 71 of Todd McGregor. The 12 of Mike in 17th and back in 18th. Rounding out your running order here tonight, the 58 of Sean Mitchell. We will mention our race control and admins out there just down the hall eating the pizzas and ordering all the Pepsis. Justin Gann and Andy Starcher. Big shout out and thank you to you gentlemen down the hall keeping these drivers straight all night long and all season long. And man, you admins, you're going to have your hands full with some craziness next week. The Concrete Monster Mile, I'm telling you, that's going to be a crazy, crazy little race. A little bit of a roller coaster. Track drivers up and down out of these corners. It's going to be a crazy night next week. But first, we're going to go back track side tomorrow night right here from Michigan International Speedway for the Swift Motorsports BUTTKICKER Performance Truck Series. We'll wind up the cords and begin to turn off the lights. But first, remember to continue that push to 3,000 subscribers. Drop these drivers that thumbs up, click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. And with that being said, as always, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until then, we'll meet you in Turn 3.